Before we get going with today's podcast, we've got a message from our mates at GameDay Squad.
Now, do you love women's fantasy footy?
Women's Aussie Rules Fantasy has officially launched at GameDay Squad.
It's free to play, create, coach, and compete for weekly prizes.
Open your free player packs weekly.
It's fun, it's free, it's easy.
Register now at gamedaysquad.com.au. DT's all right with me. DT's all right. Oh, yeah. I'm Roy. I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Coach of the one time.
And Calvin.
Coach of Calvin Chicken from we want a time.
Yeah.
A bit of DC talk.
Yeah.
DC
talk.
Yeah. Today it is. Gotta love that sound. We love the songs. We are the sons of the Gold Coast Sky, and we're here to talk about them. We are former members, not anymore. We cancelled it after they kept rolling it over on us.
Yeah.
Bit harsh.
It was a bit harsh.
Anyway.
Heads up would have been nice.
There's a bit going on here.
Okay, they've been fantasy relevant this year in
They have.
2023, and probably will be next year. Dimmer Hardwick, their new coach.
Yes.
He did smash a few of our midfielders,
He did.
though, but there were some roles that did work.
Yeah. So you'd think they're going to be a better team.
Yeah.
So it might bring some of the dregs at the bottom up a little bit. But
I think so.
But the flag is, of course, that the biggest thing through the Tigers' reign at the top was that everyone was making sacrifices on individual games, and that scoring was negatively affected.
We don't love that.
We don't love sacrificing.
No.
Well,
we
let's
certainly
look
don't.
at what this year looked like. Only one player averaged over 100, which wasn't the... Oh, well, we might have thought he could have, but we might have thought could have been a couple others with him. And that was Noah Anderson, went at 101, played all 23 games.
But that was disappointing.
It was disappointing.
So don't go just thinking you're a mighty good man and strutting down the
He
street.
was
You've
up
got
and
work
down.
to do.
Yeah, you
doesn't
do. Yeah.
So he was disappointed.
People launched into him to start with is that bit of a breakout, 78, 83, 72. Not good. And people trading out then. They traded out that week.
Yeah.
Or the week before.
Yes.
And had a 159 put on their heads. And then went 107, 102, 134, 132. So a pretty good patch there, which then got a lot of people on board because at that round 8 where he's got that epic form, we're thinking about the buys.
The buys.
We'll talk about those.
See, and that's what made, you said at the start there that Gold Coast were a super relevant team this year.
Only because of the buy.
And it was because of the buy. And we
were tricked.
Folded.
We were idiots, Roy.
Basically, we wound back the clock. We never learn. And what shows we never learn, remember China game?
China game.
Back in the day?
Yep. I remember China.
And we ended up with half a team full of
Port Adelaide players. Yep.
and Gold Coast players?
Yep.
Well, it happened again this
It
year,
did.
really, because we had some names roll through. For like 92, like you shouldn't scoff at that, but that 92 from Rao.
Yeah, and that's probably a saved one in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he wasn't getting that for us.
Yeah.
He pumped out a few really good ones leading into the bye.
Yep, so he went. So round 5 was 100 and 98 after that. 110, had a 76 there, but 142, which is probably when I think, I went at 142, 90. I think I went after the 124 because then I got a 73.
Yep.
And then I got an 80. Then I got a 68.
It was
And
disgusting.
then the joke was way over.
Oh.
Like that was a season derailer.
It was.
Loading up on Suns. But so Rao, like 92 though, that's solid. Big Witsy had 91.
You started with Witsy, didn't you, Cal?
Witsy.
I did. What an idiot.
Well,
But 91,
you got what you paid
look at
for.
that.
What did I
That's
get in
all right.
round 1, dog? From Witsy. A big
137.
There you go.
That's what it was. But then he was out for round 4 and 5. Which
I can't handle
and
all
that
these
was a laid
bullets.
out. If we go back and remember that, I got mail on that.
You did get mail.
And you were able to, within minutes,
Switch it to English.
of able to go to English. And that
Whoa,
changed.
whoa,
See,
whoa.
that sliding doors moment would have actually had me beating you this year.
I remember the conversation. I was in the garage at the time. I was doing something, and I just said to Dog, I said something like, "Nah, bugger, I can't be bothered looking at this. I'll just roll with it, take a donut." Because I was over it at that point, right?
Yeah.
And I was angry. Anyway, Dog saved the day.
You were at that point.
I was at that point that early.
It was round 4.
The question I've got for you
thank
is this.
goodness you
Now,
saved him.
Big Witsy turns 32 next year. Who's the next one in line? Like
That Ned Moyle, who came in.
So you reckon he's a chance at some point here?
Because old Ned Moyle came in. What did he even...
Shaky the Moyle.
Molly.
Moyle, 54 average.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He had
Take
his
that.
2 games. So
Take that.
he scored a 74 in that first game. That was up against Rohan Marshall.
That's right. He had a real dip, didn't he? I think he tackled or something. But look, they're not going to replace their Witsy anytime soon. There'd be another 3 years. They'll milk the big fella dry.
They will.
He's the skipper.
Yeah.
Now, who I probably thought was the skipper, or has he been joint skipper? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
least.
Has to have been. Took. So, Took, 96 he averaged. Only played the 13 games, so he had that knee injury, which, if everybody wants to laugh at the Warn Dog, that was the week I got him. So
I feel like I was around that area.
No, you got him that week too. I got him the week before that.
A 48. I remember it. We were sitting on the hill here at Utah Stadium watching a Hawthorn game, and I was in 2 minds because I was even looking at, that was the time I was looking at Noah Anderson, and that would have been a much better move at the time.
Yes.
Not necessarily knowing that there was a knee injury
No.
coming or anything like that, but he missed a fair chunk then from there, didn't come back into round 17. Had some solid enough scores, but nothing that really to write home about to think it was a knockout way to finish. But it probably puts his price at a decent price for next year at 96, considering, was it only last year that he was 120? Or was that 2 years ago?
2 years ago. So he was a 110 and a 122 leading into this year. He ended the year, though, with a 118 and a ton.
Yeah.
So that tells me I think he can be back in the triple-figure average.
Yeah. It all depends how Dimmer wants to play.
Well, that's it. But he's priced at 96. I don't think there's going to be enough meat on the bone.
I think.
Right. Do we hit this?
Yeah, hit it.
I'm telling you, we are never ever.
Okay,
Who are
Roy.
we putting on this list?
Who are you never, ever?
And this is actually, Roy can wear this.
Yeah,
I reckon you
you
were the
can.
biggest cheerleader of
Come on.
And you could see why at the end of the year. However, and I do wear this because it was a massive fail. Probably derailed our season, even though we were never really on the rails. But the rat pasta combo coming out of the buys.
Yep.
You could not have guessed their minimal contribution. There is no way you could have predicted how badly they could possibly contribute, or if they didn't contribute to our team through the buys. Yeah, say it, dog.
So, actually, the week before the buys, because we'd already launched there. And this is after, so Rat came in with a 102, 86, 75, 84.
Things are going
We'd
well.
launched, we're going at whatever it was priced at.
Yeah. We were
It was
laughing.
in the threes.
Yeah, we were laughing.
It was epic.
Hey, that was a pat on the back, Roy.
Well done, Roy.
That was good.
And then he put a 30 on us.
A 30.
And then he put a 66 in the buys, a 68, a 31.
Come on.
Come on, mate.
Have mercy.
Do you know what? And then obviously we offloaded, but do you know to rub salt into the wound there?
Have you ever done that? Rub salt into the wound?
Why do you do it? Does it help heal it?
That helps heal it.
Yeah.
I've never done it, though.
I've done it. I
Maybe
do it
that's
for
our
fun.
next Green Vest challenge.
Like,
next year.
if I've got like an ulcer, I'll rub salt into it.
Can I like cut you and then
Oh,
just
God.
tip salt
Dog.
into it? Green Vest challenge.
Way too violent.
Warnie, yes, you can.
Right. Then, just to laugh at us, 103, 122, 100 he had in this little back part of the year as well.
So you're telling me I can never, ever pick him up again?
Yeah, because then he got dropped.
Yeah.
He got
dropped
right.
around
So,
24. Yep.
so no, never again. And obviously, we know with the pasta, Fiorini, that
He can score.
in the role, in the right role, he's a guy that can average triple figures. But no, like next year, can we just not do stupid little things?
So that
Like this.
30 that Atkins had, so that was the same week then. Fiorini had the 33 the week before the buys.
That was Darwin, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
in Darwin.
Oh, fellas,
60.
have you never been on a plane before? Like
No,
seriously,
just haven't played with soap.
Oh,
they
the
should have
soap.
trained more with that.
They should have
soap
trained
ball.
more with soap.
They trained with the soap ball. I think they accidentally took that ball out and said, "It's a game ball.
Oh,
It's a game ball, Umpy." Gosh,
Morons.
morons is right. That was shocking. Anyway, that's the never again list for me.
Never again list. Yeah, there might be a few more. Let's have a look at what we're thinking about for next year. Maybe a couple of. What's Timmer Hardwick going to do? Is he going to find some for us?
I don't know if he's the guy that can find things for us. But we need to talk about Sam Flanders.
We do.
Okay. So he had a breakout season.
So
That's what we're saying.
early on in the year, He scored a 23,
Yeah.
a 53, a 56.
Yeah.
He wore the vest twice.
Did not get on well with Stewie Dew.
Could not get a game.
No.
Now, in his last 10 games, he's gone at 105 and 113 in his last 6.
Massive.
He'll be priced at 89.5.
What a way to finish the season too with that 146 in the grand final.
Now, here's the thing.
Glad I traded him out.
I think he'll still be a forward.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be tight.
He does start half forward.
I think he holds
and
it.
that's what it comes down to, that starting position. So
I think he can hold forward status,
which
so
would
then he
make
becomes
him a
very
premium.
interesting.
which would
So-
make him up there with one of the top 3 forwards, Roy.
So 89.6 is that official average.
It's become.
According to that stuff, he's
Yeah.
averaging over 100.
It's
Yes.
become, and he's got the ceiling as well.
Does Dimmer want him to?
That's
though?
the thing.
That's the thing.
That
Kingy liked him.
yeah.
I think
okay.
it's
Oh well, he did a lot, and apparently, sources told me that he was visibly happier around the club. And
sources.
yeah, so
Oh.
if he's getting on, if the coach loves him, if he's getting on well
Yep.
with the coach, we have to launch.
we do.
That's like an underpriced premium that we want.
Mega. He could be. I'm trying to think back. That's like your Rosie sort of
Yeah.
price
Yeah.
this year.
He gets busy too, like with marks. Doesn't mind a tackle.
Sausage rolls.
Gets his hands on the pill. Yeah, definitely one to watch.
Right. All right, where are we looking now? We liked him. Actually, I've got a bit of a look here at the bottom end, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are the players that might be some value. Jeremy Sharp is one. Remember a couple of years
Sharpie.
ago?
Yeah,
On that
Sharpie.
wing, he was actually
Yeah.
scoring pretty well. And this year he only played, what did he play in the end? He played no games this year.
Didn't he?
So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
So-
keep an eye on him.
He is going to be discounted. I assume he stays on the list, but he'll be cheap
Yep.
after getting
So he
a 30%
played-
discount.
Yeah, he played 12 games last year at a 41, but 9 games the year before at a 71.
That's what we were looking
That's
at.
what I'm looking for, dog.
Our mate Steenie,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
he'll be
Steenie.
close to basement.
Hopefully he re-signs.
Yep.
Not resigns.
No.
Re-signs.
Re-sign.
Re-sign the Stein.
Connor Blakely didn't play a game, but you assume he's going to be a delisted type goes. Oh, Cow, as you'd call him, James Tacitus.
Oh,
or
Tacitus.
Cheetus.
Oh, yes.
So he played 4 games for an average of 26, was already down at 200k, so
Yep.
that discount should bring him down to basement again. So if he gets an opportunity,
Well, you'd think he will. Tacitus is a good player, isn't he?
had some decent
I'd
knee
be all over that.
Elijah Hollands will be interesting too to see where that is because he's average 51. We
Yeah.
know his fantasy numbers are better than that. His
They are.
pedigree. Buddy Humphrey was 51.
He had a patch.
He played
did.
19 games this year.
Yes.
That actually
Really?
surprised me.
For his 51. Wow, I thought it would have been a bit more if he played that much. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's where it's at, though, at the
that's
Suns.
where it is at. You can probably find some little bit of gold in your Game Day Squad packs if you
I
can
think
find
so.
one there.
Yes. There's a few. we
Took
might
would
have
be a good one at the moment because
Yeah.
stocks would be low on him.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I'd buy into Took.
27. He's still got a bit of time
He
left.
hasn't even hit his peak yet.
No, I'd buy into that.
And your Flanders, I'd be all over that too. I reckon.
100%.
That would be a very nice one
Yeah.
to be picking up.
For
All
a
right.
few years.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks very much for tuning in.
Hey, legends.
We'll see you next time.
Attention footy fans. Have you ever played fantasy football? Fantasy footy is taking the world by storm, and here's your chance to play for free. Create, coach, compete in fantasy footy for free with GameDay Squad. Open free new player packs each week. Sign up to coach, build your team, trade players, bench injured or unfit players, upgrade rookies. It's your fantasy team. Play your best team. Become the ultimate fantasy footy coach. It's fun, it's free, it's easy. Register now for free at GameDaysQuad.com.au.